Hi, welcome back. My name is Emily. In this video I will be creating 2 cards using a really fun and new product from Trinity stamps. I will give you a sneak at it. It's the Summer Blooms kit, and there is a video here on Trinity Stamps YouTube channel if you want to see even a more detailed look and seeing all the products. I just wanted to share them with you as well, and I am really excited about this kit, and of course I go overboard as always, and I have created I think 6 cards with this kit, and I will share 2 of them today with you. I shared 2 cards in last Friday's Instagram hop, and I will share some more later this week as well, so stay tuned. And I know all the design team members at Trinity Stamps will be sharing a lot of more projects with this amazing card kit, and I'm super excited. I have never used a card kit like this before, so I was super excited, and I loved all the colors, I loved all the stamps in this set, and the embellishments I think was amazing, and I really like the ink pads as well. I love small mini ink pads. I think they are super easy to use. So in this kit there is also like a sleeve here, or a package, a stamp pocket, or whatever you're calling it, to share and have your stamps in. And I like to take the backer piece from your the original package that the stamp comes in, and just tuck it into the sleeves. You can see it has a little bit of resistance, but it worked fine, and that is something I personally don't take out as often as the stamp. So if you wanted it to be a little bit smoother, you could also cut out a little teeny tiny strip from the backer piece. I will start off by doing some no line coloring for this card, and in this set I will actually use Bristol smooth cardstock for that. And in this little mini cube, it's ink that can be used for no line coloring, and I have used a similar technique before when I used just antique linen, a distress ink, but I actually find that this ink that is meant for no line coloring was even easier to use, because it's like the ink is soaping up the colors that I'm putting on top of it. It's really cool. I cannot describe it in any better way than that. So if I'm going over a line here, you will see that it will take the color of the marker, or the watercolor that I will be going over this with. Super fun, and I was a little bit surprised how well this works. You will see when I get a hang of it, it will be even better result here. So I think I have to play around a little bit more with this technique before I feel comfortable 100% with it. But I was having a lot of fun when I created this card. So I just stamped that in 2 directions, and I will have a small script going across it when I'm done to cover up the parts where I was going over the flowers. I'm really lazy that way. I don't want to mask too much. I just want my cards to be super easy. So here you can see I am starting out by coloring in this image, and I used my SIG markers here, and the Bristol smooth cardstock also really helps. I will speed this up in a second. I just wanted to share with you how slowly this is going when I'm doing it real time. And I also have this water marker pen, I don't know what to call it. It's just a brush pen with water inside that I use to make the colors move. So it has a bit of transition, and some of the panels here I will go over it again with the same marker, just to give a little bit more of a contrasting color. And when you can see here that the color is taking, or the ink that I put down is taking the color that I used over. It's super cool, and yeah, I think you can really create some amazing cards with this technique. And I was just playing, as I said previously, and having fun. So I think this is sped up, I think 5 or 4 times, so I'm going super fast here. As always, if you want my videos to go slower, you can always hit the 3 little dots up in the right corner and you can get the settings the way you would like them. So I will also show you a little bit of how I colored my red or pink flower here, and this is also in real time. I'm going super slowly and I'm coloring the inside of the panel and also the outside, and then I'm bringing the color up and leaving just a little bit of a white highlight, and you can see I'm brushing off some of the color to my hand here, and that is just to take away some intensity and leave a little bit of a shadow. And when I was getting more comfortable with this technique, I also actually didn't color the whole thing, so I just left a part white. For this flower, since I actually did go across the whole petal on this flower, to mimic the other 3 flowers that I created, I will bring in a white gel pen just to give some contrasting colors, and that also helped this flower pop a little bit more. But you can see how easy this is, just going around the line and then bringing the color together with my water marker there. So super fun, and I had a lot of fun creating this, and I left the rest off camera, and here you can see the finished result. And now to cover up that middle part, I just love this big and bold stamp set from Trinity stamps. I will have links of course down below, both to the kit and to the other products that I'm using for today's cards. But I used a die to cut this border, and then I took one of the pattern papers that comes in this kit that I thought matched my like coloring of the flowers. I heat setted one of my large sentiments here, and then we will bring this together, and you can see the pink is just showing through and covering up all that laziness. And vellum doesn't really like adhesive, so I'm just wrapping this around my card base, making sure I have everything straight here and just adhering it with some masking tape to the back side. So when I was done with that, I will use some liquid adhesive and go around the edges of my panel and then pressing it down to an A2 size top folded note card. And I needed a bit of pressure there since I had some dimension to the back side. And these gems that comes in the kit is so beautiful and shiny, and I cannot get enough of them. I think it's one of my favorite embellishment mixes that I have in my stash. I am obsessed with them. I have used them. I said I created, I think, 6 cards, and I think I used them on all of them, and I am not done yet. I will probably keep using these because there is a lot in this pack, and I will use them for as long as I can because I love them. They are so beautiful. I used some shimmer and sparkle and stuff to my card as well, just to bring some more interest. Be careful when you're using glitter markers like this because they can have a tendency to smear your coloring. So our first card is finished, and now I will bring in my second card here, or start working on my second card here. So I'm using the ink pads for this project, and you can see I'm starting off by inking one of the stamps and then inking it off, pressing it down, and just using the second generation for this inking. And then I went in with a full strong like color for my center part, and I just used another little flower that comes in this set to bring some attention to the centers and create a little bit more of an interest to my flower here. You can see that this little flower had a lot of dots in the center, and to highlight them later on I will go in with a white gel pen. But I also wanted some of these flowers to be individually stamped, so I'm going in doing a rock technique here where I'm just rocking my stamp around to ink off the edges and create this dimension too with the coloring. So I'm doing this, you will see me do it a couple of times. I'm just creating small clusters around my panel here. And then I will go in with this orange color, and I will go straight, full on straight here with my colors. I just love this combination of colors. I think it's the perfect summer vibe to this card kit. And then I'm inking off the green. I thought it looks a little bit too hard against our other colors, so I'm just inking it off and getting the second generation once more. And when we was done with that color, I'm taking this no line coloring that we used previously, and it has this gray-green tint to it, so it's really soft and nice, and I used it just as a color to this card. And I actually went in with a third generation of that little small flower as well, just to fill in the gaps between all of our flowers. So when I was done with this, I let it dry completely. You probably don't have to wait that long, but you can heat set it, or as I did, I waited a little bit of a time. Since we're doing heat embossing, I don't want my embossing powder to stick to everything. So I Miss You, I stamped that is in another direction for this card, and I used some more of that beautiful pink pattern paper that we used on our previous card, and I will foam mount our panel on top of it, and we are pretty much done. I will use, of course, my favorite white gel pen, and of course I embellished this card with a beautiful mix that comes in this card kit. So I previously said that all of the products that I'm using in this video are linked down below, and they are, and I just hope you find this video inspiring and go and check out this kit. I know there is a great deal on another stamp set if you purchase that together with the coordinating dies and the card kit, and you can have even more fun. But as I said, 6 cards I created. I will probably create a couple of more because I really like this stamp set. Until next time, I hope you have a great day. Bye!